Start of day 2 hike. Not sure if you can see the mountains in the background, but the time's in. Okay, never mind. Just under 2k done, and this is almost like the entry to what I'm about to do. It's taken me about 20-30 minutes to do that, but yeah, we'll keep you posted. How beautiful is this? It's like a little enchanted forest. Absolute shout out to Flat Terrain. Thank you to everyone who's made flat surfaces for us to drive, walk on, because I am tired. It's quite different to the hike we did yesterday. There's a lot more shade, which I'm grateful for. Just under 3 kilometers in. We've done about 43 minutes of hiking, and this is my spectacular view. And this hiking route is a lot more busier than the one yesterday, probably because it's seems like a easier hike to do. Just came out of the enchanted forest part. We've got this. Well, I thought it was that anyway previously, but no shade now. I think the weather is about 22 to 23 degrees, probably a little bit higher as we go higher as well. I'm going to try and pick up some pace now, just so I can finish this hike in a reasonable amount of time and not at 6 p.m. like yesterday. Yep. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, and all the other things that a YouTuber asks you to do. I have to say, this is probably one of my best hiking views that I've ever seen in my life. We have the waterfall there. Just above we have the mountain. But this is so pretty, wow. This is what it feels like to be up close and personal. It seems like calm water, doesn't it? That is insanely beautiful. I'm going to show you the waterfall up close and personal. This is what we have over here. Seems to be 2 waterfalls, and we also have a mountain view on the side. I seem to have climbed the top of this waterfall, and now I've got this little chain thing to go across over there. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to get across this, but we're going to try. I can't believe I climbed up some chains to get here. That's insane. All those people I saw earlier, all the way down there. That was such a tough climb. I'm gonna cry. That was so hard. I almost fell down, slipped so many times because the snow is still melting. But this is the top of the waterfall, I think. It still seems to be coming from all the way over there, but I'm going to turn around from this route onwards. Everyone was looking at me like I'm some sort of crazy person, which I am to a certain extent. That was very empowering, I must say. I was like, what an easy hike so far. I've climbed to the top, and now I'm making my way downtown to the other end. I'm kind of nervous for this hike because I feel like because the snow hasn't melted, there's going to be a lot of difficulties getting across. So make sure you subscribe, guys, to my channel because I'm not doing this for nothing. There's literally 360 views, so I'm just going to do a little 360 with the views. Wow, just look at that. Back to this middle now. Everything is so pretty. I'm going to run out of phone storage in this rate. Like, my idea of hiking is not in the snow, but here we are playing with snow. Can you build a snowman? Definitely cannot. Okay, I'm going to put the phone away before I fall to my imminent death. I shall catch you soon. I'm not sure if you can see, but that's my footprints. I really wish I don't encounter any more snow. I'm a summer girl. I'm a summer baby. I'm from an island. We don't do snow. That's all. So usually the path is across the snow, but it's far too dangerous. I've been slipping so much, so I'm taking a detour around here. It should lead back to the same place as I can see on the map I'm following. I wish the snow melted just a little bit more. Right, I'm just huffing and puffing, but the terrain here is very, very difficult. I hope the temperature rises a little bit because we're high up in the mountains. The clouds are covering it. So I think it's dropped to about 16 degrees, which makes it easier to hike. Yeah, I'm just trying to get to the other side of this mountain without crying or dying. Stunning views as per. Although this distance may seem quite small, don't be fooled. In real life, I'm gonna have to army crawl my way through. Thank God it's not that steep, so even if I slip, it's gonna be not too bad. I'm gonna cross this and then I shall see you on the other side. It's fairly cold here, but it's very pretty otherwise, even if I'm in the middle of the snow. Do appreciate it. Halfway through. I'm almost at the peak of today's hike and this is my view. Slightly nervous now. I'm going to keep climbing up and hopefully there's a bend round because there's no way across here. I thought the snow was bad, but it's actually beginning to rain now. There's not much I can do. I'm in the middle of my hike, so I'm going to have to just accept the rain and move on. Although it's raining right now, this is my lake. So yeah, just a little bit nervous, but I'm sure I'm going to continue on. I'm not going to turn back around now. The view has changed totally. No more blue skies, a lot of clouds, a little bit of rain, but we don't complain. Full of surprises. So I've actually finally figured out the route. I'm not sure if you can see, but there's a slight trail in the snow. That's what I need to get across. This is the most scared I've been in terms of hiking because I do not like the snow or any cold weather. As I've mentioned plenty of times in this vlog already. Not sure why I'm doing this. I generally thought this was going to be an easy hike. Sorry, that was a fly or some creature of some sort. But I have to say, despite all the challenges that I face on this hike, this is one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. And I don't like snow. Keep thinking. I was incorrect last time. The highest peak should be somewhere around there. But this lake is so pretty. The different blues. I'm touching the clouds, literally. That over there is a long distant memory. We're on to better hikes. And there's beavers around who scream like shit and scare the life out of me. I'm going to try and spot one. There's one over here who's very close by, who's looking for his mates clearly. Hello! He's just over there. There we are. There. Why am I so easily amused? I actually have no idea. Kudos to me for doing this. This is probably the hardest climb I'm going to do off this trip. Oh yeah, time. I am 4 hours into the hike. I'm halfway through. I've not seen a single human in about 2 to 3 hours at least. Maybe 2 hours. You must be glad I caught that on camera. And that's happened so many times this trip. Thankful enough not to have done anything, touch wood. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna get to the other side and get to the highest point. I've been saying this for a while now, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna record this to give you context of my climb. Like, how am I supposed to climb this? Like, please, is there a rope? Oh, it's this way. Never mind. Thank God for these little signs over here. Without that, I would be lost. Having a look at the map, I should be reaching the top very shortly. And then it's the descent from there, which should be an easier hike. But I must say, this is so beautiful. Anyone who wants to do hiking, some of these rocks are very, very high. What I mean by this is what I climbed up. There's a yellow sticker flag to help hikers stay on track. But this is so beautiful. Look at it. I've never seen anything like it. And thank God the weather is very, very promising, because if it was any colder, it would have been more difficult, more snow, and almost impossible to hike onwards and upwards. Excuse my huffing and puffing. I do sound like Mr. Wolf. I'm almost 2 kilometers up, 2.3k up in terms of altitude. And I think we're about the top now. And the path is just not as easy as it looks. Thank God I did a warm up yesterday, otherwise I would be struggling today. I'm not a mountain goat. I'm scared for my life. I'm scared for my life. Try climbing the slow. My shoes are not appropriate for this climb, and I'm really struggling. Climbing these rocks over here. Hopefully need to get to there and back round. Oh my God. I've never been so scared of it in my life. And trust me, I've been in 2 car accidents. This is so isolated as well. Even if I get hurt, there is no one around. Spectacular view though. Wonder. Yeah. The fear in my eyes. Thank God you can't see my sunglasses. And this is my pathway. Are you being for real right now? Oh my God, I'm scared. I can't even see where I'm going. I'm so scared. Let's just deep. I just came from there. Deep. And it's really cold. I should have worn more layers. I did not know what I was getting myself into. Either I could turn back in the route I came from, which is also risky, or take this route over here. But with Gaushi, I am not going to give up. I'm going to somehow find my way down there. I'm going to keep my phone away for the time being, because this is quite a risky climb. I'm so scared. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm so close to tears. It's because I can't see anything like where I'm going. I have spotted a few of the markers that kind of like guide me towards where I need to go. But this is quite insane. This is probably the scariest thing I've ever done in my life. And I pray to God that I have the courage to carry on. This is very, very tricky. I must say, this is insane. You can't even see the background. That's how foggy it is. Apparently there's a lake here. On the map, there's no lake. Still smiling. But this is absolute insanity. You know, the elevation was almost similar or probably less than what I did yesterday. I don't even know how I'm going to get to where I need to go to. I'm still panicking from that. But I just slid down all that snow. I literally went skiing, but on my bottom. Still panicking from that. That was so scary. I think in terms of adrenaline, that was up there. Would I do that again? 10 out of 10, definitely not. And to think that I've got to climb all of this snowy part is just absolutely frightening. But whilst I've got this rocky path, I'm going to try and keep the speed up. I am going to finish this. I am shivering. Like, you don't understand. That was really like top scariest thing I've ever done. Do your research, guys, before you do any sort of climbing or hiking. I wish I wore more layers. I'm absolutely cold right now. The time is like 4 or 3-ish, and I've still got like halfway of the hike left. Bearing in mind a majority of it is snow. I'm so close to the ground, and I'm gonna crawl my way through this, because that's the only way I'm gonna get out of here alive, because otherwise one wrong slip and I'll be ending up in this little pot over here. I'm halfway through. I'm actually really cold, and I've got all that way to go. I'm really scared. I am super cold. I'm trying to find the other side of the snowy part, but I'm very, very cold. My hands are like swollen. That's how cold it is. In about 3 hours, I've just done 2 kilometers. I'm a bit nervous. I really want to finish this hike. The pathway is very blurred and it's quite misty up here as well, so you can't really tell. But there's not even a single human in sight. I'm still pretty high up, and it's 4 o'clock, and I've still got about 7 kilometers to climb down, and God knows what sort of routes I'm going to encounter. Hailstones. Wish I came slightly earlier, because then I would have not been so cold. Much better view. There's no snow in sight. I'm trying to do the next hour, and hopefully I cover 2 kilometers. It is snowing here, and I'm not wearing the correct gear. That was really scary, but we're finally on the other side. Nice to finally feel like I'm descending. I'm still cold. I'm gonna still keep going, and I'll keep you updated. I've got 4 kilometers left, done 10k, done the hardest hike. That was mentally challenging, physically challenging. I almost cried so many times. In fact, I did, just because the snow meant that there was no stable sort of terrain for me to walk on. I actually had to slide down the snow in order to get to other places. But I'm glad the toughest part is over. I need to really go to the toilet. It's a very pretty pathway, but I really just want to get back to the hotel room and put my feet up. I'm literally like Spider-Woman, crawling on these surfaces. Let me catch you on the other side, please. The time is around 6 o'clock. Sun sets around 8. So I've got 2 hours and 4 kilometers. I'm not sure what to expect for the rest of the hike. It is going downhill, which is quite promising, but I really, really just want to get back into the warmth, wear some warm clothes where it's not, drenched in snow. I can really pick up the pace, because I've lost a lot of time going through this little hiking route. And sorry about my fidgety camera recording skills. Please, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, share and comment. Please make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Everything, okay? Everything. I need it done. Thank you. So when I picked the destination for this holiday, everyone was like, why are you choosing Slovakia? And I was like, they have insane hiking routes, one up of everything that I've experienced so far. And this is the reason why, guys, I chose Slovakia. Very challenging compared to a normal hike that I've sort of done in UK and some other places like Thailand, Madeira even. This is another level, but it's insanely beautiful. It's got everything, all the different types of things that you want to see, like waterfalls, to mountains with snow. Super grateful for this opportunity. Definitely have realized what is important in life, and I cannot wait to call my family once I get home. $12K so far, and I've got almost 3 left. My hair is gone frizzy thanks to the hailstones, but this is my view if it adapts. Today was a life altering experience. Definitely reconsidering what goes on in my life and how I want it to be. They do say, you know, when you do a solo trip, you find yourself. I was like, what sort of BS is that? I think I've realized what is important, especially after having a near-death experience. This is all that matters. You know, family, friends, doing well in what you love. I am so grateful for all the opportunities that have come my way so far. And I'm so excited to take hold of all the opportunities that are going to start soon. I cannot wait to see what my future holds. The same can apply to you guys as well, right? Make sure you have a little moment to yourself to reevaluate your life and your choices and see if it aligns with your higher self. A lot of you have been asking me to do, you know, videos on law of attraction, manifestation. It all begins within yourself first. Understanding what you want is a great starting point. I think that's enough guru gaushi for today. Sunglasses and hat is off. 43 minutes till sunset. Still have about 3K left. But this is a view back to Enchanted Forest. Life is a full circle. And here we are. I'm so tired. I really just want like a warm shower. Cannot stress out enough. And some food. Food would be nice. Finally, a bed. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, I've been hiking for 8 hours. I've still got 2K to cover. That's insane. Like, wow. I'm impressed. Very tired too. Yeah, this is what I do. I stop and find things. I have been hiking for most part. I think the top of the mountain was very, very hard to do. Don't get me wrong. That was mentally challenging, especially for someone who does not like the cold at all. I never thought the time would come where there will be just over 1K to do. That's about 30 minutes, I think, or less than. I did try to speed walk it, so I should be at the end very shortly. I think it might rain soon, so I'm trying to avoid that. It's weird how you can tell the weather by looking at the clouds now. Look at me. All right, see you at the end of our hike. And this is a view we have. 100 meters left until the finish line. Till date. Don't know if I would want to do it again. But imagine I was stuck in the snow then. That was definitely a character building experience, I must say. Can't wait to get back. I should work for BBC weather. It's raining again because I'm not trying to get wet today, or even further, should I say. Trying to find the end of this place. It keeps going around. Why is it raining so much? I smell food. I'm so hungry. I don't even know where I'm walking at this point. Absolutely shattered. Just got to the accommodation. It's early checkout tomorrow too. I've got 2 more days left in this country. I want to watch Spider-Man, so I might go see that tomorrow, since I don't ever go and watch movies. But right now I'm going to move my clips over to my laptop and then watch a bit of TV, pack up and knock out.